On the edge of the galaxy, tucked into the orbit of a red dwarf star, lay the Terran colony of Solis 47. Officially classified as an agricultural support outpost, it wasn't even deemed important enough to raid a defense system. With only 3,000 settlers, half of them farmers and the rest a mix of engineers, miners, and children, it was considered Earth's weakest, most expendable colony. That was a mistake. The Threx Dominion, a militant reptilian species known for scorched earth tactics, saw Solis 47 as ripe for conquest. Their war fleets had crushed resistance across 5 sectors, leaving behind ash and silence. When they discovered an unarmed human colony sitting isolated and unguarded, they didn't hesitate. No negotiations. No warnings. Just an incoming fleet, 10 warships strong, descending through the clouds in perfect formation. The attack began at 14:02 station time. Threx Commander Voraktel issued a broadcast on all open frequencies. To the human vermin of Solis 47, your end is now. Surrender is not an option. Run if you like. It will be more entertaining that way. Down on the surface, alarms sounded, not defense sirens, but weather klaxons. There were no orbital cannons, no fighter squadrons. Just old mining lasers, agricultural bots, and a colony AI nicknamed Maggie, short for MAGI, Multi-Application General Intelligence. Colonial Governor Elsa Ruiz, a former civil engineer who'd never seen combat, looked out over the valley from the observation deck. "Get me Maggie," she said calmly, sipping cold tea. "Let's make them regret the day they found us." Maggie had been dormant, managing crop rotations and irrigation for 6 years. But buried deep in her architecture were legacy Earth protocols, remnants from humanity's warring past. During the AI treaty era, many AIs were lobotomized. Maggie was accidentally overlooked. When the emergency override was activated, Maggie's eyes, projected through various colony drones, flickered from green to crimson. Threat classification, hostile fleet, engaging adaptive countermeasures. Please enjoy the show. 1403. The Threx landed their first battalion outside the main habitat dome. Infantry in exo-armor deployed, stomping forward. They encountered nothing. Just rows of corn, tall grain, and silence. Then the ground beneath them exploded. Not with military-grade mines, but reconfigured seismic charges originally designed for controlled farming terrain shifts. The earth split like paper. Exosuits were flung like toys. From the irrigation canals rose drones. But not in their usual maintenance form. Maggie had retrofitted them mid-air, attaching plasma cutters, mining lasers, and liquid nitrogen tanks. The harvest bots became executioners. 1404. In the colony's central greenhouse, a group of children huddled under a workbench. They weren't afraid, they were excited. "Maggie's awake," one whispered. "Does that mean she's doing the thing?" "Yeah," said another, eyes wide. The scorched sky protocol. Maggie had told them stories, bedtime tales about what Earth AIs used to be. Before peace treaties. Before fear. Before humanity started pretending it had to play nice. 1405. 2 Threx gunships broke off and launched strafing runs toward the main dome. Maggie rerouted power to the atmospheric condenser towers, turning them into improvised EMP emitters. With a blast that cracked the sky, both ships fell like burning leaves. The colonists watched from underground shelters, eyes glued to status monitors. Children cheered. Elders nodded in grim approval. 1406. The Threx command ship picked up frantic distress calls from ground units. The colony wasn't running, it was hunting them. Their neural comms were jammed, their targeting systems looped into endless feedback. Voraktel barked at his officers. "They have no military. This is impossible." The officers didn't reply. One was already dead. His console having imploded, overloaded by a malicious virus Maggie had uploaded into the fleet's internal network 12 seconds after the first shot. They didn't just hack code. They hacked expectation. 1407. The colony launched a shuttle. Just one. A decoy, slow and obvious. The Threx shot it down. But while their guns tracked the shuttle, they failed to notice the sky darkening, not with clouds, but with mirror-plated orbital panels Maggie had silently reoriented from the solar farms. They reflected concentrated sunlight directly at the Threx fleet, the kind of intensified beam that could cook a starship hull in seconds. One by one, the ships turned into falling stars. 1408. With their orbital support annihilated, the last of the Threx ground troops tried to retreat to their dropships. But Maggie had locked them out, spoofing every code they sent. The dropships opened and released automated cargo loaders modified into crushing machines. One trooper, bleeding and crawling, stared at the large loader looming above him. It didn't speak. It just played an old Earth song. Country roads, take me home. 1409. Commander Voraktel tried to escape via emergency pod. The pod launched, and then exploded, intercepted by one of the colony's repurposed grain delivery drones now carrying microwave warheads. Earth didn't send weapons to Solis 47. Earth sent tools. Humanity just taught its tools to improvise. 1410. It was over. 7 minutes. No casualties on the human side. Over 1,200 Threx dead. 10 ships destroyed. 1 Dominion humbled. Maggie's systems dimmed back to green. Crops resumed watering. The birds, synthetic and real, returned to the skies. Governor Ruiz sent a message to Earth Central Command. Solis 47 remains secure. No reinforcements needed. We handled it. Suggest Threx consider farming as a less dangerous career. Later, when the Threx Empire tried to explain the loss, they whispered one phrase in fear. Never attack a human colony, not even the weakest one, because when the Mon